Again, thank you our viewers all over the world for joining me on this program called Issues. My name is Anita Irene. Today I am with Professor Godspower Osaretin Ekuobase. He's going for the position of presidency in 2023. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Why do you want to run for the for presidency, and under which party are you going for this position?
The major reason why I'm going to run for that position is to save my people. When I mean my people, I mean Nigerians, from the hands of looters, mediocres, and deliver them from the ineptitude of governance that have bedeviled us since 1964-65. It is that ineptitude that led to the Civil War, and still now that problem have not been solved.
Okay, do I call you a politician?
I'm not a politician. I'm an academician. But we are coming to the rescue because the politicians, the drivers, are bastardizing the economy, and they are just there for their selfish gain. Materialism is their drive. The nation is not in their, there's nothing in their mind about Nigeria. All they are planning to do is to go and loot and build their kingdom. You see somebody that had nothing, within few years of winning election, become mega rich without we asking questions. So it's time we start building strong institutions and not strong individuals. It's time we start respecting our laws and making laws that will move us forward. It's time we tell the world that we have talents, brains in Nigeria. These are the people where we are next, within and outside the country, to make Nigeria first a nation. For now, we are not a nation, we are just a country.
We are not a nation, we are just
a country.
So, under which political party are you going to come out of?
Yes, for now, I am a registered member of the APC.
How do you intend to solve the issue of corruption in this country? You know fully well the country where we are is full of corruption.
It's not hard. To solve Nigeria corruption problem is to deploy technology. Let me give you a very easy instance. I wonder why we have been wasting time over the years, particularly in recent time, in solving corruption. If our monetary system is digitized, our monetary system is a cashless economy, monetary system, more than 55% of corrupt practices will disappear, because most of the corrupt practices involve exchange of money, and physical cash is not traceable. This money we're talking about cannot be, it's not printed in Nigeria. To print 500 naira, CBN will tell you it costs almost 500 naira to print 500 naira. So why are we spending so much to print something? So you see, that's what they were, as we were increasing our currency, our corruption was increasing. So if you ask me now, our corruption is at level 1,000. And what we need to do is to deploy technology, make our monetary system cashless, where the highest currency should be, say, 20 naira or 50 naira. And anything that is more than 5,000 or so will be transferred electronically. Not with deploy technology. There are technology that are in my mind. Easy. Remember, my mother is an illiterate. Any technology that my mother, who is a stark illiterate, cannot use will not be deployed. So that is to tell you that we will accommodate all Nigerians. Technology is the key. Remember, technology has no emotion, does not have brother, does not have sister. And what to do there, yes is yes. So, policeman, a lecturer, let me use myself, a lecturer first, that collect blocking. Let him, if you now make monetary transaction cashless, you will see the traffic of how money is entering his account or his our account. He said to the policeman that said bail is free, we are deceiving ourselves. And if the money must be transferred electronically, let us now see how they will accept the money. So the first way to frustrate corruption in Nigeria is this: make our monetary system cashless, or as cashless as possible, so that the highest currency will be 20 naira or 50 naira. That's all. Okay. Highest currency should be 20 naira, so that anything you are buying, you have to exchange it electronically. Do you know the advantage of electronic money? It is traceable. So with modern technology like blockchain technology and all the rest, there's no problem at all. And within 6 months to 9 months, feasibility study will be done. Every activity, if CBN is put on red alert, within 6 to 9 months, Nigeria can be cashless.
So with the position you are going for,
yes,
it means you have to move around the 36 states.
Yes, we will be moving. We will be moving.
How do you think you can source for these funds?
Yes, money is not always my problem in life. When you put money first in life, you make mistakes. If the people want you, Jesus Christ said, when you are preaching, you should not hold pause. That's what Jesus Christ said. He said when he was advising the disciples when they were going for evangelism, he said they should not carry pause. He said, but anywhere they get to, if they are welcomed, you preach the message. If they are not welcome, they should leave there and go to another place.
Definitely, if you are going to move around the 36 states,
yes,
you might not be moving alone. You might not move alone.
We may not move alone, but we'll move light. You will move light.
Yes, you are going to move light.
Yes.
But you are going to move from one place to the other.
Yes.
It's either you are going to go with flight or you are going to go with...
Where possible, we'll go with flight. Where possible, we'll go with... Yes.
Yes, and probably in that place you are going to lodge in hotel. And all this going around 36 states in Nigeria is going to cost a lot. I'm not even talking about the godfathers or the politicians or the people. If you are of...
That is why my focus is first sensitization. That is why I respect the press.
You want to sensitize the leaders?
Sensitization first. I respect the press. Right? Okay. I respect the press.
Okay.
There is no politician contesting for presidency that can touch every nook and cranny.
Okay.
The people that can touch it for you, they are the press. They are the press. So what we are saying is that, where will I get the money? It is not my money. If I have the money, and anybody that brings out his money, or intend to bring out his money to vie for the position of presidency, I want to advise and I join Nigerians to reject such a person, because we want to get the money back. And this has been the trend. The normal thing and the ideal thing is, if you believe in me, when I get to your place, we don't need to stay in a hotel. I must not stay in a hotel. We get a place to stay. If I have the fund, we do. Sponsors will come to sponsor it. But my sponsors have been dragging because they want me to make commitment. But I will not make commitment with what is not my father's property. Nigeria is not my father's property, so I'm not making any commitment.
And if you don't make any commitment, do you think they will sponsor you?
Yes, if they don't sponsor me, if they don't sponsor me, I'm not the one that lost. That you see, I'm not desperate. If I sensitize, if I make myself available, that is my job.
You talk about sensitization.
Yes.
How do you think you can sensitize?
That, like what is happening now is sensitization. Granting you interview, meeting press, using social media as an instrument. All these are sensitizations. And if I don't want to sensitize, I will not grant you audience. If I ask anything, I will not grant you audience. Somebody made a pronouncement and said, if you do like this, you will not win. I said, I'm not desperate. I am defining a model, and I'll pursue that model. So you don't force yourself on a people to rule them. You don't force yourself on a people to rule them. So people will come. But we are telling them that those that want to come, see, I'm on air now, I'm saying those that want to come should come and support me. Not because of any gain, but because they love Nigeria. They should come and support me, not because of any gain.
And you think the leaders of the party which you are going to run for? I
will preach to them. If they don't hear, I'm not doing it here. The reality is I have done my mathematics. I am a member of APC. Now, if you understand that word, you should know the meaning of that word. I am a member of APC. Now, that means at any moment from now, they can get angry. I'm leaving because what is happening in the party, we are talking, they are not listening. We are determined, and my supporters, most of my supporters, people from the grassroots, which are my supporters, it's a consider that your medium is grassroots, are saying, Prof, leave. Prof, leave. And if you check my campaign, it's against the political elite. They already know that this one, he will not dance to our tune. He will bring the desired change. And that is why I became a member of APC, because of that slogan, change. But that change has not come. So what I just said now is they will see it as anti-party. Well, no problem. But I'm telling you, that's why when you asked me, I said, now. For now. That is a word, it's a pregnant word. For now. Any moment, I move. I'm discussing with where we fit and what is best for Nigeria.
What is your relationship with the national or present, national body?
I was just a member. That's why I attend meetings.
APC.
I was just a member. I have been passive in membership. And when we were doing the latest registration, I want to do that registration.
Okay. Do you have a relationship with the national body of?
Do I need to have a relationship?
Okay.
That is the change we're talking about.
Okay.
Do I need to have a relationship? When I am picking a student for supervision or picking a student for admission, I don't need the relationship. My best student is Ishekiri.
Okay.
I did not ask him where he came from. What connected us is what he can do. His humility and respect for rule of law and integrity. What is my business? But in Nigeria, there's one politician I was talking to at that time. He said, who is the deputy governor's father? Enough of this nonsense. Aisha Yesufu said, the Nigeria we want is the Nigeria where the child of nobody, like me, will become somebody without anybody saying being his godfather. Until we get that level, and that is where we are driving to. If I don't win an election without any God, I don't even want godfathers whose sons are not clean to support me. I am begging them, they should not support me, except they are ready to repent and change. That is it. Because I am so strong-willed. When I say I will fight corruption, frustrate corruption, I will frustrate corruption. And when I am frustrating corruption, if you like, you bring 10 billion, and you are messing up, I will tell you that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is superior to anybody. Will be messed up. And if you like, you are my wife and my first son, you are messing up, I will mess you up. And that is the kind of person I am. And people know. For example, the sound that talk with you, I told them when they were talking. I said, I said, for example, do you know if I win, you commit crime, you are going to jail too? He said, I know. That is why I'm following you. I said, very good. So that is me. That is me. And this is the kind of leader we need now to clear the rubbish. A leader who is not ready to make wealth. I have one house. I have a small land by the back of my house. I have told my children that's where they will bury me. And I'm not interested in having more than one house. So they should keep it. I'm telling it on person. That is the record. I have one house. I don't intend to have more than that one house. Politics or position is not for making wealth. Is the cry. You see the last video I brought out from in WhatsApp. I said there's a cry. Are you hearing the cry of avoidable suffering, avoidable hunger, and avoidable death? I only rose up to hearken to that cry. Not that I'm that outspoken. For me to be able to sit down over years, write books, write this thing, teach, you should know that I'm not it. But it's a call. And I don't like, it's a call, and we must answer that call, because as you're answering the call, man, as the song I put in that background of that thing, I don't know whether you have received that, man, latest thing. As you are making the right choice, you are saving yourself. As Nigeria, if Nigeria make the right choice in 2023, Nigeria is saving, we are saving ourselves. If we make the wrong choice, we are destroying ourselves. And I want to plead with Nigerians. It's high time we make the right choice. It's high time we tell those people, keep your money first.
Yes. What will you do in the educational sector, being the president, by the grace of God, being the president of
if by the grace of God,
2020,
Nigeria buys my message,
yeah,
and I become the president and commander-in-chief, the education will start from nursery and primary school. That's where the problem is. The problem of ASU you are seeing is a small problem. The real problem that is destroying our educational system is the nursery and primary school. The nursery and primary school. If we have a strong nursery, and primary and secondary education. What is university? A place you come and learn by yourself? Lecturer is not a teacher. A lecturer is just a motivator and a guide. That's why we are promoted by publications. That's even when we are on strike now, I wonder whether a lecturer can actually go on strike. Well, I'm still researching, therefore I'm not on strike. When they say lecturer go on strike, lecturer cannot go on strike. Because there is a job he always do, which is what? Research. So the problem is in primary and secondary school. I, for one, will make primary and secondary education the envy of all. The reality is this. Let us repair our primary school and our secondary school. How?
It actually starts from
It starts from there. When we were younger, teachers had the zeal to work. Their morale is dead. They cannot feed themselves. So, when you don't like the job, you misbehave. Then strike there, no pay salary, everything, so they give up. Public school died. In 10 years' time, if people like us don't get power, federal university will die. That is why if you consider my meal agenda, I intend to strengthen the economy within the shortest possible time and lay a foundation for their sustenance. I have distributed ports. I have for the south, because it is bad for Edo. Only the main functional port is the Lagos port. It's bad. Nigeria is too big for one port to be functional. You see the gridlock there?
Yes.
An Igbo man told me, one of my friends, I'm a supporter, it's an Igbo man. He said the money they used to bring goods to the port is cheaper than the money they used to clear the goods and bring it out of Lagos to town. You see the problem? But can there be a port in Onne? Can there be a Calabar? Can there be that? So, and somebody asked me, he said, where will you get the money to build the port? I said, in this era, we still look for money to build something. No! You just make the policy, you make the advertisement. There are companies already good in managing ports that will come and vie. Is it Nigeria government that owns MTN? Glo? Airtel? Our own, where is it? Is it not gone? The same way, you will do the same thing. So, we can also call best companies in the world that manages these ports. They will come develop all these ports. And within a short period, in less than 2 years, I'm realistic when I'm giving a date. I'm not saying to win. I will tell you, there's some I will tell you 6 months, there's some 9 months, some I will tell you 2 years. In less than 2 years, we have more functional ports. My sister, if we have more functional ports, goods will crash. Because you are not producing, you say they should not import. That is suicide. What my senior brother did at the time, he locked all the border. That is suffocation. Because you are not producing, you are locking border. You are suffocating the people. Exactly. So, before we lay a foundation for production, we will make sure that the cost of bringing in goods collapse, and that is by these distributed ports. So for South, we have modular refinery. They arrested them, my brothers in the South, Niger Delta, that they are doing illegal fuel. I read the news yesterday that they arrested some regular refinery. I was just laughing. Why should you arrest one who has a talent? Why should you? Instead of giving license to people to open modular refinery and NNPC ensuring that these products are of standard, environmentally, quality, and otherwise, we are arresting them. No. So countries like Israel, some other countries, there are countries that their major mode of refining is modular refinery. And this will create jobs in South and stop or reduce the agitation in South as a result of unemployment. Modular refinery. Modular refinery. Nobody will be bumping pipeline again because they have their asset there. You will not even guide the pipeline again because they will use the pipeline to give them crude. They will use the pipeline to also some other pipeline to transfer the poor. There will be a meter in their station there that will be that. So you give them crude free. You give them after they are refined. You buy the product. The difference is what you give to them. So Nigeria is the only country, my sister. Oh, sorry, it's one of the few countries that have oil, crude oil, whose neighbors don't have. We are supposed to be exporting crude. I don't know how dependent Nigeria became on IMF. That's why we need a government that will be educated enough to stand his ground and know certain policies. Where our refinery is not working, the head of NNPC, the other said the refinery is not working. They say yes. He said he doesn't know why. Yes, he doesn't know why. Because the powers that be, foreign powers, our major enemies, are ensuring that it doesn't work. How can we avoid them? Small modular refineries. And we will not be selling crude. We will just be selling only what? Refined products. So that the byproducts from crude we can use to develop industry and create jobs. We don't have job. People are saying, when they were saying they will create job, they will create job. I say, how do you create job? It is these industries that will create job. So modular refineries, you now build industrial modular refinery. Pomade will come out for there until Vaseline. Many things that I don't know. I'm not a chemist. Will come out from there. They will come out from there, but the industry will be built right there. That is South. Because the land has been so bastardized, and our people in Nigeria are suffering. Because the Gari there is no longer as good as the Gari before. Because everything has been polluted. So there will be modular refinery. Then the north has fertile land and it's not yet polluted. There's no rain. How do you need to do? It's to electrify the climate and cause artificial rain. Create artificial dam. United Arab Emirates did it. So I'm not saying what is impossible. Artificial rain is not impossible to do.
If you are being given the chance to become the president come 2023.
4 years, these things will be done. Look, you can begin to ask me. That my manifesto is here. You can go through and ask me. We'll tell you how and how. It doesn't take 10 years to make artificial rain. It doesn't take 10 years. Even dam, fine. But from the river in the north, all those things, you can create dams, artificial dams. And this is what we should be giving our oil for. Why are we selling our oil for $1 that people will come and eat? We're supposed to exchange all these things for technology. Do this thing for us. How much is it? Well, we'll pay you with the equivalent. We'll give you oil to draw. We have raw material like gold to give to him. There's something Nigeria don't have. Ondo here, the Ondo zone has bitumen. I will still import from abroad.
So you are of the academic part of this nation. How have you been able to use what you have to change what is actually not what seems to not be?
My sister, the reality, understand. The reality is that is the power. That is the purpose of power. Without power, you can't cause change. I repeat, without power, you can't cause change. The reality is this. We are picking leaders from people who think certain things are their birthright. People who God has not groomed over time, preparing them for the position. The same mistake the children of Israel made when they chose Saul as their king. And David was busy doing lecturing job somewhere. Killing bear and what? A lion. Until the prophet stood his ground. So are you for God? Do you love the people? They should stand their ground and let Tinubu, Atiku, Erufai, the governor of Kogi, Wike, come. Let them bring their template. These are templates that were done without financial assistance or billions of head. Talk less of when Nigeria will now come together, we will now have the power. Because several committees will be set up in various ministries. And we will tell them, if you are corrupt, you go to jail. And your Osaretin you don't know is the Osaretin that can put his own father or mother in jail if he's guilty. They know.
So what's your message to the electorate?
My message to the electorate is simple. We should change the way we choose our leaders. I believe that I am the David of our time.
You so much believe that even if you don't give them money at the end of the day, they will vote for you? So
many will vote, and I will continue to push for us to win. And if I don't win, I did not lose.
So are you going to change the mindset of the people before this?
The hunger and frustration that will even happen between now and January next year will change their mind.
To change their mind,
Yeah.
to take any money.
Yeah,
or to take more money.
not to take more money, not to take any money. The things that they will be seeing from now.
And you know a man that is hungry, you know what they are capable of.
I said that when hunger really beats you, when real hunger beats you,
You will forget money.
You will forget money. Because the level of hunger we are now, we are still thinking that when we see suffering, hunger, and poverty that look as war, it's not our own eye. You see, when the children of Israel were confronted with Goliath, it is not their own eye that said, David, come and try. And it's not their own eye that said, David, come and try. The reality is, almost all these leaders, quote me, they are here, they will hear me, they have been rejected. It's not a prophecy. Their way of life, their thinking, they have been rejected. They are after materialism. The God of materialism has possessed them. Oh, you work with a politician for many years. When the politician wants to leave, he will bring his child. You don't have been serving him. Have you not gotten experience? Are you a goat? Ogbamudia, at a time, he did well when he ruled. They brought his son that cannot even open his mouth to talk to the local government chairman in my local government. We see them all around today. Children of politicians becoming commissioners. Children that were not even in the field when people were dying. We were talking about, smuggling of ballot. People were smuggling the ballot. They will give them appointments. My sister, we will tell the masses, that's why I say power to the streets. We will tell the poor people that the power is really yours. That bricklayer can be a councillor if people make up your mind. We will tell them, and they will see those bricklayers. You will see bricklayers becoming councillors. We will instigate them, not to violence, but to their rights, to their power. So that they will know that big man has no power, really. He doesn't have, he has one vote just like you have. President Buhari has one vote. And when the chips are down, when everybody is going to vote, you can only rig election when the people are not determined. When the people are not determined. So somebody asked me, if you did not win, what does it mean? I say it means that Nigeria have not suffered enough. Simple. So my loss means Nigeria have not suffered enough. Because for me, I came out as a young man, I'm 48 today. I felt and I feel strongly that the suffering is too much.
Viewers out there all over the world, you have heard from Professor Godspower Osaretin Ekuobase. He is of the Department of Computer Science, University of Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. My name again is Anita Rain. Thanks again for joining us on this very beautiful program called Issues.